So there's a local show that we're going to go to, and they're also running Canine Good Citizen Scheme bronze tests. So we just thought we'd do Training Tuesday and work through some of the exercises, or maybe all of the exercises that are involved in the Good Citizen Scheme, the bronze level. So the first thing they check is you've got a collar that fits correctly, an appropriate lead, and it has to be like a flat collar and lead, no choke chains, no muzzles, no what are they called, halties,
Slip leads,
prongs, no prongs, nothing like that. And they want a legal a tag that meets the legal requirements for identification. And also it's a legal requirement that when you got your dog out in public, you got poo bags, so they'll check you got those. And then the whole purpose of the Good Citizen Scheme is just so your dog has the basics of behaving appropriately in public. So one of the exercises is a 1 minute stay in position on lead. So when they say position, it could be a stand, it could be a down, it could be a sit. So we'll start with a sit. And you shouldn't need to keep treating them, they should just sit. So yeah, Finn's giggling because she's quite happily treating them. So as Katniss shifted a little bit there, that's still appropriate, that's not appropriate. So sit and wait. Doesn't help you dropped one. Katniss. Apparently this is the hardest bit of the test.
I'm going to treat her while we're practicing. And hopefully we won't have to. No. No.
So the reason we are practicing it now is because it gives us time to work on anything that comes up. So another part of it is loose lead walking. When I say loose lead, it's not like competition level or anything, it's just not pulling you. Katniss, come on. And they say to include some turns and some changes of direction. They say you can walk them on either side, doesn't have to be left hand side. I obviously always do left hand side because it's showing, and also my bad right wrist. So that's an easy part of the test, isn't it? And then we'll do this. So you stay down this end and then we'll swap. So this is the recall part. No, you stay there. Yeah, but what I'll do so that she looks at there. I'm going to face her to you. Okay. Good.
Yeah, good girl.
Now you try to this end. Oh God, I gotta wait this one up. Katniss. Katniss! Go, Katniss! Get Katniss! What, the lead is following me, Mummy!
What's your ear?
Then another part of the test is grooming your dog. So just got brush, and you're supposed to bring your own brush. can you brush your dog, and does your dog accept brushing? So obviously Finn's not so prepared as I am.
Well,
she has to use mine.
well, you know.
So you can see this would prepare them for, say, going to a groomer's, may prepare them for a vet's.
Look at her. She's like, I like this,
This
mummy.
is the molly face.
I like this, mummy.
The mole likes it. Okay, so then another part is examining your dog. So as show dogs, they're more than used to it, but can you check your dog's teeth? Can you look in both ears? Can you run your hands down your legs? Can you pick up a leg so you could check a foot? Can you pick up this leg so you could check this foot? And the same with all the back legs. And then can you check their tail? And just basically run your hands all over them for a health check. You like your health check, Katniss? Are you so tired already? Are you so tired already, baby girl? Okay, so then another part is manners at a doorway or gateway. So I'm going to stop filming for 2 seconds while we go and work on that and get in position. This isn't super formal, so they don't have to do a specific movement, but they basically have to wait while I open a door. And then come on in. And they come, and then come in. And then sit. And then they wait politely while I close the door. And that's all it is. There's manners. You're not barging through a gateway or a doorway. I'll shut it again, so there we go. So it's Finn's turn.
Does sniffing an egg count?
No, I don't think it's an egg. I think it's duck poop or pee. So you can see there her first instinct is to go through. So I think that's another area where Echo could do with a little bit of work. That's good.
Yeah,
Better focus there.
all of my barge doors and gates. Wait.
So it's just getting her focus, isn't it?
Yeah, because I can't make silly noises or anything to get her.
Yeah. There we go. Good. So I think come back out and practice that again with her. So shut the door. So don't feel like you got to rush the exercise. So ask her, get her attention, ask her to sit, and then ask her to wait. And ask her to sit again. Good. And then the wait again. And now ask her to come. That's much better, isn't it?
Yeah.
So they're really quite forgiving on this. It's not about competition level obedience. It's just about, is your dog under control in different environments? So another thing we can practice is walking past one another closely with the dogs on a loose lead, but they pay attention to us, because that is another part of it, which isn't an easy part to replicate with us because we're up here on our own. But basically, that is the practical element of the Good Citizen Scheme. There is an egg there. And then they'll ask you some basic management questions like where does your dog sleep at night? What do you need to provide for your dog, which is obviously safe space, environment, clean, bedding and bowls and adequate diet.
I'm supposed to tell them where they
water.
really sleep.
Yeah, don't tell them they sleep in bed. Don't tell them they clean your plate up. But basically, that's the bronze level. So it's nice and simple. It's a good invitation to work your way through them. And maybe I'll work through the silver and the gold for the next training Tuesdays with like maybe Jude and Pod, if you guys are into that. But yeah, anyway, hope you enjoyed, and see you all soon. Bye.